Hey, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking about the 10 fastest way that you as a teenager can make money right around your own community. This is something that you can do on your own time without having to have a full-time job or even having a particular set of skills, right? So we're going to get into each of these 10 steps, but first let me tell you a little bit about my experience, right? So as a young person from the age, I don't know, from 12 till I can remember, I was always hustling to make money, right? We didn't always have extra money, and my parents always motivated me to go out there and find legitimate ways to make money. And so I did everything from, mowing the lawns, which is very common, paper route, which is very common, and a couple of, just anything I could to make extra money, right? Well, fast forward, I have 5 kids, and sooner or later, all of my kids have needed money. And I've taught all of them how to go out there and generate money. So these are the 10 things that I help my kids with and kind of get them going so they can make money without having to have a job. And that way they can learn to be creative and really set their own hours. Now, before we get into these steps or these ideas, make sure that your parents know what you're doing, that you get their permission. We don't want to do anything crazy or, start interacting with people that maybe your parents aren't aware about, right? Now, if you're a little bit older, let's say maybe you're a college student, you don't need your parents' permission, great. A lot of these strategies, a lot of these ideas will work for you as well. So let's get into it. And please, by the way, subscribe to my channel and let's share this video with everybody you know who might have a teenager at home that might need some extra money. So let's get into it. So idea number 1, sell old stuff. You can start by selling your own old stuff, right? You might be able to list it on Amazon or on eBay or on Craigslist. There are a couple other sites that you can list it on now, but start looking at stuff that you want to sell. My girls, I have twin girls at home, and they're the youngest. And when they want to make some quick cash, they just basically open up their Snapchat and they'll take pictures of certain clothes that they want to sell, and bam, they'll make an extra, 30, 40, even $100 in just a day or two selling old clothing. And again, you could do that with books, you can do that with toys, video games. I already mentioned clothes, maybe stuff that's in your garage. So think about old stuff that you can sell to quickly make cash. And then if maybe you're out of stuff to sell, maybe you don't have anything that you want to sell, maybe your neighbors have some stuff that they want to get rid of. So you can go to your neighbors and see if they have some old stuff they want to sell. Again, books, you can list those things on Amazon and you have to ship them out, but you don't have to have a job. You can work right there from your house. So check with your neighbors, see if they have anything that they want to sell. Check with your friends and family. Again, sell old stuff, sell your own old stuff. Okay, let's look at idea number 2. So here's idea number 2, and that is putting out trash cans and recycling bins and then picking them up. For some of us, we forget. Maybe we're busy, we just, for whatever reason, we forget. So what I would have my kids do is they would go and they would help their neighbors make sure the trash can was put out and then picked up again in that evening. And in some cases, they would even clean the trash can for some additional money, right? So again, it's not very difficult. You put out the trash can, at the end of the day, you pick them back up. And if they're dirty, you tell your neighbor, hey, your trash can's really dirty. Would you like me to wash it out for an extra $5 or $10? Boom. And so the great thing about these things is that they're easy to do. You can set your own price. You don't have to have a job. And they are, something that your customers, your community would probably value, right? Because it's really about giving your community, giving your people something that they're going to value. Let's talk about idea number 3, and that is Fiverr. So Fiverr.com is a site that you can go there. And if, let's say that you are talented, you know how to design stuff, you are maybe a good video editor, maybe you're a blogger, maybe you are good at social media, Perhaps you like to do web design. You can go to Fiverr.com, and I'm going to put it up here on the screen, Fiverr.com, and from there you can put up your listing. It doesn't cost you anything to list your services, and then people will contact you. You do the entire thing securely through Fiverr.com, and then you're able to sell things anywhere from $5 to up to almost $1,000. Again, through their system. And once the job is completed, you get paid after that. It's pretty simple, and check it out. So number 4 is probably one of the easier things to do. It's just good old pet sitting. Again, if they're too busy to put out trash cans, maybe they need some help with their pets. Maybe their pets need to be walked or fed or groomed. Maybe they just want somebody to go out there and run around with their pets. But anyway, contact, again, your neighbors and see if they need help with their pets. Maybe they need some, a dog washed. Don't wash any cats. They just don't like that. But anyway, definitely check out the old pet sitting, pet walking type service. And you've probably seen people who might be walking 3 or 4 or 5 dogs at a time, and they might be getting paid, $10, $15 per dog to walk them. So if you have 4 or 5 dogs and you're getting, let's say, paid $10 a dog, that's $40, right? For, what is probably 30 minutes of your time. So that's great cash. You don't need a job. You can set your own schedule. And if you have, let's say, 3 customers and you're walking their dog every day, that adds really quick, or you're walking their dog 3 times a week, again, it adds up pretty quick. For 5, it's the garage sale strategy. So it takes a little bit more skill, and you can do this with a garage sale, and you can do this at a 99-cent store as well, or sometimes it's a dollar store. So you find something at these places, again, a garage sale, I'll start with that, and maybe you see that they're selling a video game that is worth 5 or 10 or 20 bucks, and they're selling it for $1 or 2 or 3. You buy that game. First of all, see if you can get a discount, and then you buy that game maybe for $1 or 2, and you sell it for 10, 20 bucks. Boom, you made some cash. In some cases, you could be at a garage sale. You can pull out your phone, take a picture of it, and then text your friend saying, hey, I'm selling this game. I'm selling this widget, this toy, this book, this thing. Does anybody want it? I'm going to let it go for $10. And right then on the spot, you might get somebody who'll say, yeah, I'll buy it for $10, and you paid $2. You're going to make instant money that day. So that's a quick strategy. Now, you can take that stuff from the garage sale and you can list it again on eBay. You can put it on Amazon. You can list it on Craigslist. There are a couple of other sites where you can list your stuff for free. Another thing is going to the 99-cent store. So you go to these 99-cent stores, and again, it takes a little bit more skill, a little bit more time, but you can look and see what it is they're selling for $1 that might have a $4 or $5 or $10 value to somebody else. And again, you're just going to buy it for $1, turn around and sell it on Amazon, on eBay, on Craigslist, on maybe your own garage sale, right? Okay, so strategy number 6. This is strategy number 6. And that is run errands. So again, busy people, they're too busy to walk a dog. Maybe they need some errands that need to be run, right? They have some errands for you to run. Maybe it's picking up their dry cleaning. Maybe it's picking up some things at the grocery store. And you can do it on your bike, or if you're a little bit older, you have access to a car. You can use a car. And again, this is a little bit more advanced because you're going to go to the store, pick up some stuff, bring it back. And of course, they're going to pay you in advance. So you can make sure there's no money coming out of your pocket. And most people, most adults don't mind paying you, whatever, 20 bucks. Running errands is a great way to make some cash on your terms. And if you have 4 or 5 customers that you're running errands for every week, it'll, again, add up pretty quickly. So let's talk about strategy number 7. Is that where we're at? 7? 7. So strategy number 7 is being a coach, a video game coach. Think about that. If you love video games and there are people out there that need help up leveling their skill, they might hire you to help them become better video game players. I kid you not, right? When I get stuck on a game, I call up one of my kids and they help me. And I would easily pay for that, but don't tell them that, all right? Just, but anyway, bottom line is my kids help me level up my video game playing skills, and there's a market for that. Because if you're stuck on a level and you want to get past it, you want to figure out how to do that. You want somebody to show you how to do that, right? I'm not talking about cheat codes. I'm talking about having fun, up leveling your skills. There's people out there who'll pay you for that, adults as well as kids. Okay, another type of coach is a social media coach. Again, I have twins at home, and my girls are Snapchat monsters, right? They dominate Snapchat. And so if they want to communicate with their peers, they snap everybody, right? If they want to find out something, they snap, snap, snap. Now, not just talking about Snapchat, but there are a bunch of adults out there that don't have social media presence, and they need it, right? Maybe they're a lawyer, maybe they're a doctor, maybe their business needs it, right? Whatever it is. And they need help with Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. And guess what? If you're really good at Snapchatting and you're really good at Instagram, but you have no idea anything about Facebook, then just work with what you have, right? But it's pretty easy to learn the other stuff if you're already proficient with one of the other social media outlets. And this is where it can be fun too. So if all of a sudden you have 3 or 4 clients that all need help with, let's say, Instagram, you can do one at a time, which is not bad. Or you could say, hey, we're all going to meet at my house at 6 o'clock, and I'm going to teach all of you guys how to set up your Instagram account at the same time. Or you can do it online as a video course. You can do it over Skype, and you can show everybody how to do it. Now, if you record it and you now have a course, that is another way where you can help adults learn how to Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook, and you can charge them $10 to get the basics, and they buy access to your video, and boom, they pay you $10 or $20 or whatever it is you want to charge them, right? So think about that. That is a fantastic way. That's actually like, what do you call it? I gave you an advanced strategy there. So 7 is being a video coach, a video game coach. 8 is being a social media coach. And then 8.5 is recording it all and then having a course or a video that they can buy to show them how to do it. And if you're thinking, well, there's people out there that already do that. Yeah, but people like to do business with people they know, like, and trust. So you go to your parents and say, hey, mom, dad, can you ask your friends if any of them need help with social media? And I will teach them how to do social media for $25. Right? And I guarantee you'll have 3 or 4 people that'll pay you $25 to spend an hour an hour or 2 with them, and boom, you're making some cash on your terms, without a job, without having to worry about, messing up your schedule. All right, number 9, this is an oldie but a goodie, and that is tutoring other kids. Again, you reach out through your community, through your parents, through your friends, and say, I'm going to be teaching kids how to, maybe read better, or with their reading skills or their math skills or the social not social media, social science. Thank you. So social sciences and all that stuff that maybe you're really good at, but somebody else might need help with. Okay. So tutoring other kids is another great way to make money on a regular basis. Let's talk about babysitting. So everybody probably could do babysitting, and if you are, let's say, past that, you don't want to mess with babysitting, think about people sitting. So what happens is some people, maybe because they're injured or because they're too old, cannot be left alone for long periods of time, and they need some help. So you go to their house, and maybe you're going to make them a meal, maybe you clean up their house, maybe you help them by keeping them company, you might watch a movie with them, whatever, but you're basically house sitting / grandpa sitting, grandma sitting, elderly sitting, and you're helping somebody not be by themselves. And again, somebody will gladly pay you $10, $15, $20 an hour for that. So consider babysitting, and if you don't like to do babysitting, consider doing what I call grandpa sitting or grandma sitting or sitting for the elderly. and that is a great service to a lot of people. So these are like the 10 fastest way for you to make cash as a teenager without a job, without having to be tied down to a schedule, without necessarily having huge amounts of skill. These 10 will work for anybody. And if you are a college kid, then this will work for you as well. All of these can apply to just about anybody at any age group, but today's video is really dedicated to helping teenagers or teenage entrepreneurs kind of start creating money and learning how to create money. And as you create money, remember that you want to be able to start saving some money so you can invest it down the road. It's not about making money and spending it immediately. We'll get into that another time, but hopefully out of these 10, you can use 1 or 2 or 3 to make you some money on a regular basis, make an extra $400 or $500. And in the comments below, let me know what you think. If you have a strategy that I didn't mention, write it in the comments. If there's something that you like, write it in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, and please, let's share this video with everybody you know. Let's get this episode to everybody who might have a teenager at home, or maybe a teenager who's stuck and is trying to figure out what they can do for extra cash. Let's help them with this video. Hey, thanks for watching, and remember, you were created to succeed.